Welcome to on tonight's Clubhouse Live, Josh Jones welcomes Packer rookie wide receiver Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Josh made his season debut as the Packers blanked the Bills at Lambeau. We're going to talk about that and more with the guys. Plus, we've got a fun Clubhouse Live challenge coming up. We're giving away another set of tickets to the Gridiron Glory exhibit at the History Museum at the Castle. It's time to get started, so let's open the doors.
All right, way to go, everybody. Way to go. Welcome back to the Clubhouse Sports Pub Grill here inside the Paper Valley Hotel in downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, and I can tell you're a bunch of happy Packer fans. Am I right? Bunch of happy Wisconsin sports fans. We'll talk about that in a little bit. First things first, I got to give a shout-out to our little door openers tonight. We have Eliana and Octavia. Big round of applause for them. Way to go. Way to let the guys into the show. We're going to talk about Octavia here in a little bit. So thank you, girls. We appreciate it. Oh, I hate this part of the show, though. I hate this part so much. But I have to introduce my fellow co-host. It's Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello.
Ooh. Listen, all the booing you're doing isn't going to change the fact that hence here, from now on, you refer to them as the NFC North leading Chicago Bears, my friend.
Yeah, look at the guys are laughing at you over here. They're not taking the Bears serious. Hey, congratulations to Mitch Trubisky. Yes. He had his one career moment, and it's just going to kind of fizzle out right after this. 6
touchdown passes.
Enjoy that, Mitch.
First of many, my friend.
Yeah, well, enough about that's your Bears minute. That's all we care. And why don't you take that visor off because it's not all that bright back there, all right? We don't want to.
I want to show off my beautiful hair.
Ugly logo C. But we do have a lot to talk about. How about Packers 22, Bills 0, zip, nada, zilch, nothing. Hey, the Packers pitched their first shutout since the 2010 season as they dominated the Bills from start to finish on Sunday at Lambeau Field. Green Bay limited Buffalo to just 145 yards. They forced 3 turnovers and sacked Josh Allen 7 times. How about that? 7 times. That helped the Packers improve to 2-1-1 on the young season offensively. Aaron Rodgers, 298 yards and a touchdown, while the Packers running game, 141 yards on the ground. As the Packers overall, 423 total yards against the Bills defense, right, Ricardo? That was coming off a very good outing against the Vikings. How did the Bills beat the Vikings? Are you serious?
Terrible.
Maybe the Vikings are overrated. It could be. Well, anyway, up next is week 5 trip to Detroit and an NFC North matchup against the Lions. So, of course, he's back. It's been a while, a couple weeks. Happy Vince is here. Happy Vince. Happy Vince loves a good Packers victory. He loves the fact that our co-host is sitting right over there. It is Green Bay Packers safety Josh Jones. He's right there. Vince is also happy because we are welcoming a rookie wide receiver to the show. Check out who's hanging out with Josh. It is Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And Vince is also happy because the Brewers beat the Cubs today. Yes. National League Central Division champions. They're going to the World Series just like the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. But first things first, I want to give a big shout out to our presenting sponsor, Shopko, the official hometown store of the Green Bay Packers. Shopko is celebrating kids who are making a positive impact in their communities and beyond through its Kids Making a Difference program, in which 10 kids this season, young leaders between the ages of 6 and 12, will serve as Shopko's kickoff kid at Lambeau Field. And serving as Shopko's kickoff kid yesterday against the Bills at Lambeau was Octavia Laura Burkhart of Sobieski. Check this out. Octavia knew 2 things. She wanted to learn to sew, and she was going to help cats. So, with her mom's help, the 6-year-old now makes cat toys to donate to the local cat sanctuary. She also sells the toys at pop-up shops, giving all proceeds to the rescue organization. Only in her first month, Octavia has raised nearly $200. How about Octavia, everybody? And she's sitting right over there.
Hey, Brett.
She was our door opener.
Did you say she was from Trubisky?
No, not Trubisky, Ricardo.
Oh, all right.
Sabisky.
I thought I heard something.
All right. Nobody wants to be with Mitch Trubisky. But for more information about kids making a difference or to sign up to be a 2019 Shopko Kickoff Kid, go to shopko.com/kickoff kid. Another round of applause for Octavia. She's sitting right over there with all her family and friends. Glad she could be here tonight. Okay, Ricardo, make yourself useful and tell everybody how the show works.
Well,
would
we're
you?
an interactive show, so we invite your comments and questions to our live chat, which can be found online next to our video viewer. Margaret Notchek, she's right over here. She's monitoring the chat and will relay your comments and questions to us.
Yes, hashtag is Clubhouse. Use it. Give us a follow. I'm at PC Brett C. Margaret is at M. Notchek. Josh has got something weird going on with his Twitter account. I guess it's at Josh Jones 11 _, but we're going to find out about that in a second.
I'm at PC Ricardo.
Yeah, we don't care. And Marquez is at, and thankfully Marquez was smart about his Twitter handle. It's at MVS _11. Makes it a lot easier to put that in when you're tagging him. So we got the Lions welcome mat onto the stage. It's Lions week this week, so we want the guys to kick, stomp their feet all over the ugliest logo in sports, at least for this week. So let's get Josh up to the stage. Our co-host is in his second NFL season, both with the Packers. He made his season debut yesterday against the Bills. He was out on the field. He tallied the game's first tackle, a special teams takedown on the opening kickoff, and I don't know if you know this, and maybe he doesn't either, but he's going to find out. He is willing to make you a personalized video. He really is truly willing to make you a personalized video. Hey, give it up for Green Bay Packers safety number 27, Josh Jones. Josh is fired up. He's in good mood tonight. I feel it. Good energy. With that Pink Panther type tune still. We still got to come up with a nickname for you, Josh, but welcome back. Yeah, the entertainer, maybe.
Yes.
How you doing? Good to see ya. Look at all these
Good,
fans.
man.
We got a full house here.
I'm blessed.
Yes.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys for coming out, man. I know it's raining, some pretty bad weather, but appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I'm sure Marquez is digging this rain coming from the Tampa, St. Pete area, but hey, that's part of life living in northeast Wisconsin now.
Sir.
Any type of vitamin D, Ricardo, is pretty much out the window from now till May or June, I guess, because the sun will be gone.
Drink milk.
Drink lots of milk
Yes.
and get your vitamin C, or vitamin D. But hey, I read a story last week, Josh, that mentioned your partnership with Cameo, in which they will work with you and other athletes and celebrities to produce personalized fan videos. What's that all about?
You know what, man? I got connected with them like some months ago, and I just never actually followed through with it and set up my little account. But I mean, it doesn't take anything but more than a few minutes to set up and being able to make personalized videos for fans, whoever, it doesn't matter, fan or not, just personalized videos. So.
It comes at a price, and you can go to cameo.com/jjones27. Have you made any videos yet?
No, I have not.
Well, there we go.
So look forward to making my first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So go to that website, cameo.com/jjones27. Makes actually a pretty good birthday present. What kind of a video do you want to make, Josh, for a fan? What is the dream video?
You know what?
What can you do? What will you do? What are you willing to do?
I mean, whatever to brighten up somebody's day, month, year, whatever it is, man. A smile. A smile can do a lot. For a lot of people. Somebody who's down. So. I mean, whatever I can do to, put a smile on somebody's face, I'm willing to do that.
Yes, you hear that, Ricardo? A smile can do a lot. You should try it sometime.
I'm smiling a whole lot these last couple weeks.
I can bet. Hey, by the other way, current or former Packers players on the platform include Ty Montgomery, Bam Bam's on there, Mo Wilkerson, James Crawford, Kenny Clark, Jermichael Finley, and Brett Favre also is part of the fun. So a lot of opportunity to engage with your favorite Green Bay Packer. Now, what is going on, Josh, with your Twitter account? How am I supposed to stalk you when your Twitter account is like black and then it's back and then it's gone and it's back? I mean, what is going on with that?
It's been black for a minute.
It was even this morning I tried to tag you, and I think, is it me? Are you sick of me already? You trying to keep me away?
Oh, you mean like it got deactivated?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
What is going on with that?
That happened by accident.
Twice?
That actually happened by accident. Sometimes I don't control my own social media, so. I mean, I don't know. I got a new phone actually, so that's probably one of the reasons why it happened.
See, I thought this is what I thought, Ricardo. I thought he didn't like me stalking him, so he's like, forget this clown. I'm just gonna deactivate it.
I'm not a social media person, so you probably won't find out a lot about me on social media. So this right here is a perfect way to find out who I truly am, what I like to do. I don't really post a lot on social media. So.
Well, you're more of an Instagram guy anyway, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
Here and there. You should do Twitter.
Here and there.
You should do Twitter so I can follow you a little bit more. But you do have like the black, just the color black for both of your background picture and your profile picture, right?
Yeah.
What's going on with that? So
I actually used to do that for a screensaver for my phone in college. I mean, not in college, but in high school. Because I couldn't come up with a picture to put it for my screensaver, so I just was like, okay, the black picture, until I find something. So that's really what it's for.
You should put a picture of me and you together.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Because
it isn't.
I'm not on Twitter a lot, so I wouldn't mind. Instagram, nah, I couldn't do that.
What does that mean? You wouldn't have to look at me or something? Is that what he's saying? I think we should hang out. Tomorrow's your day off. What are you and I doing tomorrow, Josh? Come on, we got
hanging out with my son. I mean, you can babysit. I actually need a
babysitter.
I'm looking for a babysitter, well-qualified babysitter.
No, I could babysit, but I'm not interested in that job. We're almost retired from that job, so we are retired from that job.
I am looking for a babysitter, nanny, whatever, all that.
Ricardo, you up for it?
Oh, no, I'm done with the diapers. I'm done with that.
Hey, listen now. For the first time, I'm not going to ask you how your ankle's doing because obviously it's good. This guy was on the field, right? He was on the field.
Yeah.
First tackle of the game on the kickoff return.
Yeah.
I was at the game, man. You were in my binoculars almost the entire game.
I know, man. I wish I could have been on there more, man. But people got other plans.
It will look like you're moving fast, no limitations, everything feeling good, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm just trying to keep you out of trouble right now. I don't want Coach Pettin watching this, but
you good. Yeah.
Well, talk about it. I guess playing special teams or exclusively yesterday. So I guess is that the plan right now? Is just sort of ease you back, or what do you see your role here right now?
No idea. If I had an answer for you, I'll give it to you, man. But I have no idea. You got to control what you can control. Certain people just think differently of you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I do the best I can. To try to get out there to make a difference. But if that's not in some people's plans, then so be it.
Hey, it's going to be in the plans down the road. This guy's getting on the field on the defensive side of the ball, right? I can feel it.
Yeah.
You're going to make some big plays. I think it's just easing you back in. It's been a while.
I hope so. I really hope so,
Well, do you carry a different mindset playing special teams versus safety, or is it still kind of the same thing out there? I guess.
I like to play. I like to play for Ron Zook. That's a special teams coach, man. I love that guy to death, man. So, anything I can do, for him, man, is a plus. So I don't mind it. Special teams is a part. It's part of the three phases of this game. It's a
big part of it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a huge part. You can change the game by playing special teams. So it's fun to me.
How do you prepare? Obviously, I think some people, ask Marquez this too, because he does a lot of gunner role, but it's more than just flying down the field trying to tackle somebody. There's study and there's technique involved.
To me, obviously, you got to watch. You watch film just like you do offensive defense. But a lot of special teams is about effort and desire. If you don't have those two things, man, then you won't do well on special teams. It's a lot of guys who don't play, who have never played like offensive defense in this league, who have made a living, playing special teams. I'm talking 10 years, in this league, but just playing special teams. So obviously you see the importance of that.
Absolutely. Again, it's a third phase of the game. There's no doubt it tilts the field. Yeah, go ahead. They're clapping for you back there. Some people forget, but it's a very important part of the game, without a doubt. But defensively, though, you're on the defensive side of the ball. How satisfying was it to see the guys, they put in a full 60 minutes of football for the first time this season?
You know what, man? It was amazing. You can't. It's hard to shut out a team in this league. It's hard. It's hard, especially at this level, man. It's tough. So to be able to do that, it's rare. And it goes to show you, the way this team just bounced back from playing Washington and to put on that show that they did, this week. So it was fun to watch.
It's been inconsistent the first 3 weeks. Obviously, some tough moments, but some good moments. What do you think triggered it? What do you think? Why do you think it all came together yesterday?
I mean, it's just mindset. Just it's a mindset thing. Just putting it all together. You see some good moments, you see some bad moments, and then that game just showed you that when you put it all together, what can happen.
There's some stories out there too that defensive coordinator Mike Patton on Saturday kind of have a message. He had a slide maybe to show the defensive guys, showing some stats and how the difference was between like the first quarter and the third quarter.
Yeah, how'd you know that?
Oh, how do I?
Snooping again.
I'm trying to figure out, man, who's in our defensive meeting that would tell you that. 'Cause it wasn't
me. Maybe I was there.
But yeah, man, he just showed, man, how how slow we started, and then how when we come out in the third quarter, there's no magical corrections, and how we come out and just dominate. And then he just preached, to start fast in this game, that it's important to start fast and to get on these guys, and that's what we did.
That's definitely what they did, didn't they? Mean Gene, they started fast and they made it life miserable for Josh Allen.
Oh my God!
The entire game. Mike Daniels said afterward, everything's starting to come together defensively. Do you guys kind of feeling like that too? That it's starting to gel?
I do. I mean, obviously, man, it's a long season, man, so it takes time, man. It's still early, so things come together, guys. Obviously, it's a new system, so guys are still learning the ins and outs, the nuances of the system, and we'll get where we want to be.
Where do you think you guys have grown the most defensively so far? Again, knowing that you've been injured and haven't been out there yet as far as the defensive side, but you're still there. You're still seeing it. You're still in meetings.
I feel like, guys are just closer. Guys are just playing together, trusting the guy that's next to you, knowing that he'll do his job, and knowing that you don't have to cover for him. So I feel like that's where we grew, as a defense right there.
One more before I kick over to Margaret. She's got our social media question of the night tonight. But what is this defense then capable of? Because, again, we're seeing great flashes of good stuff. Look at Kyler Fackrell yesterday. Looked strong on the edge.
He had an
looked
amazing
fast.
game. Right.
I mean, so what can this defense be by the end of the year?
Obviously, we showed flashes of being a championship defense, no doubt. So we just got to, we can't just obviously, like I always preach, get too high on the highs and too low on the lows. But we can't let this game, what I should say, we can't start feeling ourselves, like getting too hyped about that game, we just gotta, we came in today, corrected it, watched it, everybody was feeling good, but now tonight, just bury that game, put it away, and just go on to Detroit, and just look forward to dominating them. That's how you have to go week by week.
Yeah, week by week, and as we've seen, Ricardo, right, it's a week-by-week league. There's just some weird stuff that happens all the time. So, all right, I'm going to kick it over to Margaret Notchik. She has our social media question of the night.
Yes, and we've got viewers watching from all over the country. We have Iowa, North Carolina, New Jersey, Alabama, Tennessee, Michigan, Florida, Arizona, Minnesota, Kentucky, California, North Dakota, Hawaii, and, of course, Wisconsin. And we even have a viewer tonight from Scotland. So that's pretty cool.
Scotland, the actual country, right?
Hawaii.
Yes.
Not like Scotland, Wisconsin or something.
No, the actual country this time.
Well, nice. How about that? We're worldwide.
Yeah, man. Global.
Yes.
But Brian on Facebook wants to know, the Packers seem to have a lot of alumni around on a regular basis.
Right.
Who have you enjoyed talking to or just hearing from the most?
Who have I enjoyed? George Kunze, I would say. I've talked to him. That's my guy. He's a North Carolina guy. So we connected on that level. Obviously he went to ECU though, so we didn't connect on that level. But I mean, he's a good guy. I was on his show before last year, probably like I want to say the day before my son was born. So that's a good dude. That's a good dude that I still keep in contact with.
Yeah, great question. What does Brian win for having his question asked?
Yeah, for having his question selected, Brian wins a signed photo of Josh Jones. Each week we'll ask you to submit a question for upcoming guests that we'll ask live during Monday's show. We'll open up each week on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live.
All right, thank you, Margaret. Yeah, George Kunze, Ricardo, he's been on the show. He's a friend
of the show.
Linebacker for the 1996 Super Bowl championship team.
Former UW Milwaukee athletic director.
Yeah, and he's doing his thing down at Marion University down in Fond du Lac. So, George, yeah, I guess some Marion Sabres fans. The original Coons, not John Kuhn. So anyway, yeah, good stuff. Thanks for asking that question, Brian. Let's take our first time out and let's ask let's get to tonight's Concrete Cutter Stat Pack. Concrete Cutters Incorporated has been serving our communities for over 38 years. Call them for all your sawing and coring needs. Check this out, Josh Jones. 2010 marked the last time the Packers shut out an opponent, as I said. Did you know that was a 9-0 victory over the New York Jets? Mike Pettin was on that staff, by the way, and that was on Halloween. But did you also know that the last time you shut out a team was a Super Bowl season, right? It's a Super Bowl season, the omens, it's all lining up. Yes. I got a bunch of stats here tonight. Also, the 145 yards of total offense the Packers allowed against the Bills. That's the fewest that they've surrendered 109 yards against Tampa Bay way back on December 21st, 2014. That's 4 seasons ago. And how about this chilly stat to kind of get you all knowing that winter's on its way, so get your snowblowers ready. Sunday's game time temperature, a cool 49 degrees, the second coldest September game at Lambeau since 1959. That's depressing. The coldest September kickoff temperature at Lambeau, 46 degrees. That was way back in 01 against Washington. So he's got his hat on. He's got his winter cap on. He's ready to go. He's ready for winter. Ricardo, we're doing trivia tonight.
That's right. We got a couple rules. First off, we'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you got to raise your hand. Please don't shout it out. And if you're correct, you win what, Brett?
Josh Jones, what do they win tonight? You must know by now. I'll say pizza and beer. Pizza and beer. Remember pizza and beer.
And we're
right
talking the real beer, so
Clubhouse.
sorry, kids. It's not root beer. Got to be 21 or older. And once you win, you're out for the rest of the show. And sorry, live chatters, you got to be here to win. But again, Margaret Natchik, she'll be here handling our online trivia questions.
Can I ask what kind of beer? I mean, it's just whatever beer they want, or
I don't know. Is it any beer that any Miller product?
Miller. Okay.
So there you go.
Gotcha.
And we've been only giving these away for like the last 10 years. So remember, pizza and beer.
Pizza and beer.
All right, Ricardo, Josh, look out at the audience as I ask the first question. Who leads the Packers so far this season in sacks? Oh. Well, yeah, come on up. Yeah. I'll let you give him the pizza and beer. Kyler Fackrell, just talked about Kyler Fackrell. The 30-year outside linebacker registered all 3. That was a career high 3 sacks in yesterday's win. He also finished with 4 tackles, 3, of course, for a loss. By the way, Fackrell's 3 sacks are the most by a Packer in a single game since Nick Perry finished with 3 sacks at Chicago last season, Ricardo. Remember that one?
No.
Yeah, you should. All right, Josh Jones, are you ready to get your guest onto the stage?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, hold up. We got a nice long intro for you, Marquez. Our guest tonight is in his rookie NFL season. He was selected by the Packers in the 5th round of the 2018 NFL Draft. He had a catch for 38 yards in Sunday's win over the Bills. Remember that? That was a nice play. He looked good out there. Yes, thank you. Our guest tonight has 2 catches so far on the season for 41 yards. He finished his collegiate career at South Florida with a sensational senior season in which he set the school's single-season record for receiving yards with 879 behind a team-high 53 receptions. Our guest tonight set a South Florida record for the longest touchdown catch in school history, a 95-yard score during his senior season. Our guest tonight produced back-to-back games with at least 150 receiving yards as a senior at South Florida, the first to do so in school history. Our guest tonight made news in training camp when it was reported that he drew every play in the Packers playbook by hand. That's just crazy. Our guest tonight nearly quit football as a high schooler, and he has never enjoyed a delicious Wisconsin cheese curd. We might have to get that straightened out here yet tonight. Open up the kitchen, make some cheese curds, and give it up for Green Bay Packers rookie wide receiver, number 83, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. We're having some cheese curds tonight. We're having some cheese curds. I love it. I love it. Josh hasn't had a cheese curd yet either. That's ridiculous.
Nah.
We are making you guys true Wisconsinites by the end of the show.
People are getting upset here. You better watch it.
We're having, you know what we're going to have? We're going to have some cheese curds, and we're going to have some brandy old fashions, and we're just going to go to town. We're just going to go to town. But because this is this guy's show, and you're his guest, Josh has always asked the first question of the night.
Let's see. You know, I went to school with this guy. Nah, he forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Marquez and I were college teammates for 2 years at NC State. Actually, we came in the same class together. So, yeah. Fun fact. But, so, Marquez, what is it like? What is it like Aaron Rodgers being your quarterback? Like, how is that? Is there any pressure, added pressure to you?
There's no pressure. People think that A-Rod's like some mean guy. He's actually one of the most playful guys you'll ever meet, next to Jimmy Graham. He's actually a big kid. But he definitely is a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he holds everyone to a high standard come game time. There's no pressure, but he wants the best out of everyone so we can go out and win games. To have a Hall of Fame quarterback as my first quarterback, you can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, I say number 12. We'll talk about him in a little bit. I've only seen him mean to one person. That was Ricardo when he was on the show. He didn't like you too much.
No,
in fact, he hit you.
He did. He punched me. That's a long story, though.
He hit you. He signed that. He signed that mural up there. We display that. We opened that up. We gave that to him as a present, although we
Right.
keep it here.
Yes.
And then he signed it, and as he walked by Ricardo, he gave him a little
He
jab.
punched me in the left cheek.
Yes.
But thankfully, he didn't hurt himself. That's thankfully for you guys.
Oh yeah, right. That's a nice soft left cheek. He had no worry about that whatsoever. So, congrats on making your first NFL start. His first start he made yesterday. Did you save anything? Did you save your glove? Did you save something as a little memento to hang in the man cave at some point?
I didn't save anything. We got to keep the jerseys.
Oh yeah.
But no, I didn't save anything. I saved the gloves when I scored my first touchdown.
There you go. Did you guys? You like those throwbacks? You like wearing those things?
I did. I do.
I hear that those pants
love
are
them.
actually a little bit more comfortable than the normal pants.
Yes, they stretch a little bit more.
Yeah, the material is kind of weird, though. It's like satin. I don't know.
I've never played professional football or wore a uniform like that, so I wouldn't
Put them
know,
on
but-
your bed.
Yeah, you could wear them as bed sheets, apparently. Well, you saw a lot of action. Obviously, Randall Cobb down right now with a hamstring injury. You had 54. Well, I'm gonna stop right now because I guess
Yes.
we got the
Here we
order of
go.
cheese curds right here. They're right here. That's how quickly they make them here.
Pressure's on, right?
And before we continue, because
Dive in, Quiz.
I think we should all have a cheese curd together.
Nah, I just thought it was cheese. I didn't know that it was breaded.
yeah, it is.
fried and-
No, it's good.
I didn't know that.
Are you gonna try one?
I'll try one after the show. How about that? How about that?
How about now? How about now?
I got y'all.
All right, he's got the.
Go
He's
ahead,
taking
go
the big one.
Yeah, they're hot.
Marinara and ranch for you.
Can I get a drum roll, something? Good, I like it.
Yeah. Come on, you got to do one, Josh. You got to do one.
Does it taste like a mozzarella stick?
Yes, very similar.
It's like a little moss
Just take a
stick,
small one. Take a small one.
I got this gum in my mouth.
That's
man.
okay. You got ranch, you got marinara, or you can just go. There you go.
I don't like eating in front of a lot of people.
Don't worry. It's family here.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Ricardo's going to be in those later tonight.
Not bad. I guess I'm officially a part of Wisconsin now. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now let's get those brandy old fashions up here. Let's go.
Okay, it's good.
See, now he likes them.
See what happened?
Maybe not what your nutritionist wants to see you doing, but hey, it's your off day tomorrow. Who cares?
Yes, as long as you burn it off.
Now I was going to say though, Marquez, obviously Randall Cobb injured right now. He's hooked. It doesn't take much. He's hooked. But 38 catches, you were targeted 3 times, or 38 yards, 1 catch, targeted 3 times. I guess how would you assess your overall performance? Give yourself a grade. What would you give yourself after yesterday?
I give myself a B minus.
Okay.
I'm still learning everything. Knowing the playbook is one thing, but you got a playbook, and then you got Aaron's playbook that he has on the field.
A little different?
Yeah, it's definitely different. So it's just the small details that you don't know until it's game time, and it's just things that you gotta gain with over time with playing with him. Just learning where he wants you to be and how he wants things done. Because practice is one thing, but when you're in live action, it's a little bit different. So just having that full game experience was good for me.
Well, you bring up Aaron Rodgers, and there was one moment in the game where he kind of glared at you as you guys were walking off the field. He kind of gave you a stare. There was an incompletion. Maybe I don't know what happened. There's some miscommunication. But what's going on in your mind as the quarterback's kind of staring you down, and what are you doing to rectify the situation? Because I know you want the ball coming your way.
So what happened was it was a 4th and short, and my route was basically for me to get to the sticks, and the defender he kind of just sat there on the sticks, so it was kind of tough for me to get back to the ball, and Aaron trusted me to make that play, and it was almost an interception because of me. So that was just the frustration, but obviously he didn't lose faith in me because he still threw me the long ball later on in the game. It's just one of those things where you just got to go and make the play.
Do you feel like you've earned his trust?
I definitely feel like I earned some of his trust over time.
How'd you go about? That's a tough thing to do. How'd you go about doing that so quickly?
Just being in the right places at the right time and making plays, and knowing what to do for all different positions. Because, like I said, you just never know who's going to go down. It could be any one of those guys. There's 3 wide receivers who can all play, and if any one of those guys go down, I got to be able to go in at any position and play. And so that happened, and I had to go in and step up.
Now you did mention I'll get to Margaret here in a second with a couple of online questions, but you mentioned that 38-yarder. So he did come back to you late in the fourth quarter too. What does that do for your confidence? I don't know if you guys remember that play, right? He just turned on the jets, went right past the defensive back. Guy had no chance. But what does that do for your confidence, right? And then it looked like you guys were almost pre-snap talking. It looked like you were a little communication there. Something was going on. Were you saying, hey, number 12, throw it my way. I got this. What were you saying to him?
Nah, he actually, it was a different route on before the play started, and he told me that he wanted me to run that route. And so he had the trust in me to go out and do it, and we completed it.
Did you say, what route do you want me to run, Aaron?
Nah, you just say, I want you to run the go route, and that was it.
Go right past. What does that do? I mean, it's got to make you feel good. Big catch and kind of I don't want to say, it really solidified the victory there at that point because it was a big play.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always been a confident guy in my ability, but to go out and do it on a live stage in the fourth quarter in a close game where we weren't performing well on offense, to go out and get a good spark was good.
All right, let's go back to Margaret. She's got some questions online.
Yes, before we continue talking about the shutout, we got some non-football questions from the live stream. So Jackie on our live stream chat wants to know, and this is for both Josh and Marquez, if you ever had the opportunity, would you go on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh. I probably would. I would. I got to learn how to dance. I got some rhythm, but I was never really. I'm not like Jamal. Y'all ever see Jamal?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pregame.
Yep.
That guy likes to dance. I'm not like that, but I definitely would.
Yeah, I think I would too as well. Just having that rhythm, it definitely helps with football. And so being able to go out and do that and show what I can do, as an all-around athlete, I would definitely do it.
Yeah, you guys should see me dance. You guys should see me dance, man. A lot of rhythm right here. A lot of rhythm. Why are you saying no? I got a lot of rhythm. What else you got, Margaret?
All right, and we have Amanda on our live stream wants to know, did you guys watch the Brewers-Cubs game today?
Yeah, Brewers-Cubs. Did they have that on the facility today?
I didn't actually. I didn't watch it. Yeah, so that's
that's a no. That's a no.
We were in meetings all day,
yeah.
so yeah, we didn't get a chance to watch it.
Mike
Sorry,
McCarthy
guys.
not doing the nice thing and just letting the guys watch a baseball game. They got a game to get ready for in Detroit. But yeah, keep throwing those questions to Margaret online. But I wanted to ask Marquez, what kind of a dynamic do you see yourself, or what kind of a dynamic do you see that you bring to the offense?
I mean, being a playmaker, you don't find a lot of guys who are 6'4" and can run a 4.3. So just having those abilities and talent that I have, I think that's just going to help stretch the field out and help get guys open and help create a spark to the offense.
With Randall out, not sure how long he's going to be out. Now Geronimo Allison going through the concussion protocol, that sort of thing. Do you view this right now as here's an opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, every day is an opportunity. You're always competing day in and day out. I mean, from the day you get drafted or the day you sign your contract, they're trying to find a guy to replace you. And it's just like that.
Right.
It's a business. And so you got to come in every day to work and put in your best foot forward every single day because they're trying to find somebody better than you. And so you got to come in and work just like that. I mean, they drafted 3 wide receivers this year. And so that should say enough that we're competing for a job every single day.
Absolutely, no doubt. Do you have something?
Nah.
Okay. You just want more cheese curds, don't you?
Hey man, these things good.
Yeah, go ahead and dig in.
These things good. Man.
They are good.
Oh man, who invented those?
Take an order home. They'll make you another order. I was going to ask, maybe I shouldn't ask. Well, I'm going to ask
I
Josh
might
as
need
Marquez
a cold one with that.
to wash it down.
Yeah.
Well, it would be pizza and beer. You want
We
some
have
pizza and
fine
beer.
Miller products here available, Josh.
I'm good.
He mentions the receivers drafted this year, obviously Marquez, but you got Equanimous and Jamon Moore. What have you seen in those guys that they bring to the offense? Obviously young, things to learn, but man, there's some talent there.
Oh, definitely, man. They all bring, a lot of size. They all can, challenge defenses vertically down the field, especially Marquez. He can definitely take the top off some defenses. He thinks he's faster than me.
This is a fact.
I don't.
This is a fact.
He ran his little 4.37. You think 4.41 and 4.37 is the same thing to me.
That's
the same thing to me.
that's a lean at the finish. That's a lean at the finish.
He's shaking his head. No, to me, that's the same thing. Like if you clock a 4.41, 4.37, you get it in the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I was 220 when I ran mine. So
here we go.
He doesn't want to race me. I promise he doesn't want to race me.
You know what we should do? We should have set up like barricaded College Avenue, set up 100 meters, and just say, "You guys right here, right on the street."
Nah,
Like
but
an old
all
David Letterman
jokes
thing.
aside, though, I mean these guys, ever since day one, you know what I'm saying, these guys came in to work, every single day, ready to work, and it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, it has been. It'd be fun to watch going forward as well. You hand drew all of the plays in the Packers playbook. Is that correct? Is that a true story? And not only, but you've done it multiple times?
Yes, I have.
What in the world is the matter with you? You have tablets. You have issued tablets
Bored.
there, right?
Bored.
He was bored. Nothing to do in Northeast Wisconsin.
Nah, I mean, you just want to be able to know everything, and you want to play as fast as possible, and you don't want to go out there and you have all this athletic ability, and you're playing slow because you don't know what you're doing. And it's always the most important thing is to know what you're doing. And so if I'm able to learn what everybody's doing, I can step in at any position and play.
You have a photographic memory?
Somewhat. I can read a line and know what the play is. I can see a picture in my head of what it looks like.
So obviously this helps you not only know what you got to do, but know why you're doing it. Is that a big part of it?
Yeah, because in this game, either you're getting yourself open or you're getting somebody else open. And so you got to understand the concept. It's not like college where you're just doing individual things and, there's deeper concepts. It's not just, you're faster than this guy, go run by him. That happens from time to time, but in the NFL, everybody's good, everybody's fast, everybody's strong. So it's more of a mental game.
And the cool thing is, Ricardo, not only did he do it for himself, but you wanted to know what everybody was doing, including the offensive linemen and where they're going and where they're blocking. Ricardo, you can't even add 2 + 2.
No.
Unbelievable.
I had flashcards this summer.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. Thank you very much.
That is incredible. You got to appreciate that as a teammate and going
awesome.
through that.
That's awesome, man.
Unbelievable. And I'm guessing that's a pretty complicated playbook to learn too.
Yeah,
a little bit different than South Florida.
For sure.
Hey, you nearly quit football in high school. Is that correct too?
Yes.
But then, what happened there? But then you had a conversation with Dad, and I guess that kind of made you keep going, huh?
Yeah. So my freshman year in high school, I didn't make my team. Actually, I didn't even have a helmet. I didn't have enough helmets, and so I didn't get one because I wasn't good enough.
He did have a helmet. He had the little helmet with the stripe, with the line down. Where's like 64 got on right here? That's the helmet.
Offensive lineman
That's the
helmet?
helmet they gave him. That's why he wanted to quit.
Too big.
So my parents had to go out and buy me a helmet, and I didn't play one snap that year, and I just walked into my dad in the hallway after the last game of not playing one single down. It's like, football isn't for me. I don't want to do it. And he kind of just said, I was sitting in the hallway crying with my dad about it. And he was like, use this pain that you feel right now as motivation. And I just kind of, took that and ran with it.
Do you still use that? Is that still a motivator?
Every single day. 'Cause like I said, I just never want to be feeling like that again, that I'm not good enough.
Wait, how good was your team if you're getting cut?
Well, no, that's a good question because your high school has.
Yeah, my high school was.
Okay.
We actually never won any state championships, but my senior year, I think we had 10 Division I football players.
And some NFL players, future NFL players.
We got some NFL players now. The Griffin twins in Seattle, Dante Fowler, Isaiah Wynn, Bernard Reedy, the list goes on. We got Lewis Murphy. Like, we got a long list of guys who were at my high school.
Yeah, that's Lakewood High School in St. Petersburg, Florida. And check this out. By the end of his career at high school, he was an all-state selection. So it worked out, didn't it? Yeah. Stuck with it. And not only football, but I got it right here. You're part of a state championship 1600 relay team.
4x1, 100, 200. Yeah, we won states in track as well.
Yeah, state team title, I think you also won. Check this out, Josh Jones. He ran a 10.92 in the 100. I think that's your personal record.
That's slow.
Slow? That's not your personal record.
Not my
That's
personal.
What is your
PR then.
personal?
10.5.
10.5, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was athletic.net had it.
Me too.
We always go on athletic.net.
We
Hey,
do.
boy
Sometimes
boy
they're
got
wrong,
10.
though.
You can't read it. Everything's not true that's on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They put out a lot of false information.
10
a lot of fake news. You
A
know.
lot of fake news.
Shout out to Trump, man. They put a lot of fake news on there, man. You know.
So
you can't-
10.92, that's what they run over at Little
10-9.
Shoe.
I think my son could do that.
Well,
Yeah, 10.9. Definitely not my personal best.
it
I
said
guarantee.
10.9. So what about your 200 time? 21.97? Is that it?
20.8.
Okay, so the times on
21 ain't
athletic.net
bad.
were wrong.
21 would be straight. I'll believe that. 21 for 200. I can believe that. But you know,
You know what I ran? I ran a 20.5 in the 200 in my high school days.
20.5.
200
I
centimeters.
can
No.
guarantee that didn't happen.
You don't think so?
20.5.
Guarantee it.
I ran a 10.3 in high school in the 100.
Yeah, okay.
My 400 time, 46.8.
I ain't believing that.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Add about 10 more seconds to that.
Well, nowadays, add about half a second to that. So, special teams. I talked about Josh about that, but you're gunner. You do some other roles on special teams, but are you embracing that role? Are you enjoying being out there playing for Coach Zook? And what mindset do you bring to that side of the board, that unit?
Just whatever I can do to help the team. Being a rookie, you just never know what your role is going to be. You could be a starter, you could be not get any reps. You just never know. And so whatever you can do to help the team is what you go out and do.
Well, that's a good thing, even for a second-year guy. That special teams is a place where you can make a name for yourself.
Of course.
You can actually you can change the course of a game. You can change the complexion of a game. Yeah. That's the mindset you guys got to take into those duties, right?
Yes,
for sure.
What about being the role of a gunner, though? What kind of what's that all about? What's the technique like? Because again, I don't think you're just flying down the field. There's something to it. There's a little.
Speed. So actually, in the Washington game, that was actually my first career tackle that I've ever made.
Ever?
Literally ever.
Were you like, wow, this is kind of fun?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I'm kind of close to this guy. What do I do? And so that was just like, that was great for me just to be able to go out there and do it. But yeah, you win with your ability. There's a lot of techniques to it, but more than that is just determination, especially special teams, because there's not a lot of penalties called. There's no holding penalties and stuff like that. So it's more so that I got to beat this guy in front of me and make this play.
And the cool thing about special teams is being a gunner and making an attack, you can actually tackle without getting a flag, right? you can actually wrap up, drive the guy into the ground, and not have to worry about it. Hey, one more thing. I'm going to kick it over to Ricardo. He's got his our first audience question. But you mentioned the Griffin twins, but high school teammates with Seahawks linebacker Shaquem Griffin. I'm sure folks out here know the story. He had his left hand amputated when he was a kid, right? As a young kid, he had to forget exactly what was the deal, but he was in a lot of pain, so they had to remove the hand.
Yeah, so actually, we grew up together. I've known him since we were like 3 years old. When he got his hand cut off, we were in pre-K
Oh, wow.
when it happened. But basically what the story was when they were in their mother's womb, the umbilical cord got wrapped around his hand, so it didn't grow properly. And so as he got older, it just kept putting him in pain.
But now look what happened.
Wow.
A fifth-round draft pick by the Seahawks this past spring. There was a lot made about him being a draft pick, playing with one hand. But I'm wondering how his journey to the NFL and what you saw growing up, how did that inspire you to get to where you are today?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've known him since we were 4 years old, 3 or 4 years old. We've been on every team together, football. We ran track together. He was a part of that state championship track team. And he's been doubted his whole life. People say, oh, he has one hand, he can't do this, he can't do that. And he's just proven everybody wrong. So when you see a guy, doing the same things that I'm doing with two hands and he has one, how does that not motivate you? If he can do it, you can do it. And so it's just like having a friend like that. I talk to him all the time. I was just on FaceTime with him like 2 days ago. And it's just, just having a guy like that around you just helps you be motivated all the time.
Yeah, fascinating story. Yeah, good for him. I just hope that he doesn't do anything when he plays the Packers later on this season. Then we're not going to like the guy so much. But, hey, Ricardo, you got a familiar face for our first audience
This
question.
is Dennis from Freedom. Dennis, your question for Josh.
Josh, looked like Aaron was a little upset with Coach McCarthy yesterday. Do you know anything about it?
I don't know nothing. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it, man. You know, I honestly don't know like what they have going on the offensive side. You know, a lot of defensive players we don't know what's going on at all. So I honestly don't have an answer for you.
Or maybe Marquez.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's out of my pay grade.
He's saying, I'm not going there.
That is out of my pay grade.
That's our general, man. 12 our general, man. So, like I said before, the troops follow after them. So obviously, whatever they got into it is probably about something on the field. Something happened. I don't know. It couldn't have been that serious. This is football. Emotions get involved a lot. If a guy's not emotional, man, then he has no passion for this game. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. This game is driven off pure passion and emotions can get flared up. You know what I'm saying? So if a guy's not visibly upset, sometimes and that they got that stuff to him. You know what I'm saying? Then he has no type of passion for this game.
Wow.
Yeah, good stuff. And he's right. A lot of emotion in the game. All right, let's take another time out. You can have some cheese curds while we do trivia question number 2,
That's
Ricardo.
right.
I think he's had about 10 cheese curds already.
Outstanding. I need you guys to look out here, though, see who raises their hand first. Here's our question. Packers tight end Jimmy Graham caught his 70th career touchdown during Sunday's victory over the Bills. That total ranks 4th in NFL history among tight ends. This current Chargers great holds the record for career touchdowns by a tight end.
Who are we going here? Let's go way back over there. Give it up for Antonio Gates. Give him the bell. Mr. Hurley's coming up. We haven't seen him here yet this year. Antonio Gates, that's right, the future Pro Football Hall of Famer. 115 career touchdowns already, including a score in Sunday's 29-27 victory over the 49ers. Antonio Gates having one heck of a career.
115, wow.
As is Jimmy Graham. He's a future Pro Football Hall of Famer as well. All right, we need Colleen and we need Jamie because it's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge, and we'll play it right after.
There's low, there's
seconds.
really low, and now there's lower than low. Seriously, Shopko's lower than our lowest price sale is back with crazy low prices starting Thursday. 60% off Family Energy Zone activewear. Snacks, water, and more, just $188. Wow! Down alternative comforter, only $18.88. And get $10 in Shopko bucks when you spend $50 or more. Plus, get 3% back in Shopko rewards any way you pay. Wow! Crazy low prices start Thursday at Shopko.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. It's time for our Potawatomi Hotel and Casino Clubhouse Live Challenge. Hey, get on island time to win a Caribbean cruise at Potawatomi Thursdays in October and November. More at paysbig.com/island time. All right, Colleen is Josh's playing partner. Hey, this is your playing partner. Colleen.
Let's talk about the handshake. That's a nice firm handshake.
That is a nice firm handshake.
Like that.
Whatever. She gets a little too much FaceTime already tonight, Ricardo. Jamie is with Marquez, and we are playing a game we want to call Pyramid Scheme. You see, we got our cups, and Ricardo, we've really made a lot out of those cups. That's our budget. We're trying to think of a million games possible.
$2.50 right there.
With the 2 bags of cups, so we're doing it. So this is what you got to do. You each have 15 plastic cups, all in a single stack. The object is simple. You must first stack the cups up like a pyramid, right? You got to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stack them in a pyramid, and then you must bring them back down into the stack. Now, if your cups fall at any time, you have to start over. The first person who wins the game for your playing partner, and it's the NFL guys that have to play, not the regular people. You got to go like 5 cups and then 4 cups on top of that. So 5 cups in a row.
Not yet.
And then 4 on top of that. Well, we're not starting yet. He's just, Marquez, you know what we're doing,
Look at
right?
Marquez.
I gotta practice.
This is the guy who rewrote Mike McCarthy's playbook, for heaven's sake. Now, the winner tonight, you're playing for your playing partner. The winner gets a cool Shopko Packers cap. Yeah. That'll look good. Maybe Jamie can swap it with her Brewers cap. Also get a signed photo of Josh Jones, the Pink Panther. How about this? They were giving these away yesterday at Lambeau Field. Some cool Packers shades, huh? And an MVP CD featuring our hit song MVP from the man, Mike Field. He's right back there. Mike Field, the front man of Eric Lips here. He is here. We got some autograph copies of the new MVP CDs as well, so I might have to figure that out after the show, Mike. I got a lot going on right now, so I'll figure it out. The runner-up gets the signed photo, the shades, and the MVP CD. Now, are you guys ready to do this? The first person to stack them up and then put them back in the stack in the line like this wins for your playing partner. Who wants Josh to win tonight?
Hands off. Oh, you already cheated. Hey, y'all don't want me to win? That's crazy.
Who wants Marquez to win?
That's crazy.
Now listen, don't be offended. This happens to every co-host. They always want to see the guest
That's more
win the
motivation,
game.
more fuel to
They
the
always
fire.
want to see the guest win the game. So here we go. On your marks. It's like track. Get set. Go. Whoa. Oh, that's not. You got to take that cup off. Now you got to go. Nope. You got to stack them like Marquez is doing. Yeah, that's how you go. That's how you go. You stack them in a pyramid. Oh, this is not. You got to start over. You got to start over. Marquez is well in command of this
Slow
one.
and steady leads the race.
No! That's automatic. Hey, that's a penalty flag. You're out. Unsportsmanlike conduct from Josh Jones.
Defensive
Marquez
guys.
automatically wins tonight's game. That's it. That's it.
This guy here.
All right, we need some championship music because Jamie's going home with the Packers cap. The signed photo of Josh Jones. These cool Packers shades, and I got to give the old ones first, just okay, and then we're gonna give you MVP CD. Colleen, you get the signed photo, the shades, and the MVP CD as well. How about a round of applause for tonight's playing partners?
For tonight's champion.
I'll take those
Tonight's
cups over
champion.
there. Hey, bring back those cheese curds when you have it,
I
Chuck.
can't believe you, bro.
What was that, Josh Jones?
Defensive guys.
Yeah, they're always trying to grab the receivers,
Defensive
right? Trying
guys,
to come
man.
through.
If I
Doing
don't
something.
win, nobody gonna win.
Hey, it's not cheating. Wait, what was that? What's
Nah,
that phrase go?
Nah, it's
You're
cheating.
only cheating.
Nah,
if-
it's cheating.
You're
It's
not.
cheating.
It's not cheating.
It's only cheating if you get caught.
He got
Yeah.
caught by everybody.
Yeah, you got the flag. I saw it. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Well, we're gonna start wrapping up, but Ricardo, maybe you want to get you the second audience question handy first. But in the meantime, Marquez,
Yes.
you started a shrine for yourself, a man cave for yourself. You got some memorabilia at home.
I do have all my my high school jerseys and my college jerseys.
Well, I've got
right
some
now.
more stuff for you. I've got
Okay.
some more stuff for you to send home down to Florida.
Mhm.
Yeah, so here we go. First thing is check out this action shot from preseason of Marquez making a big catch here against the Tennessee Titans. Looking good in that Packer uniform.
My first touchdown.
That's something for you to show the grandkids someday,
For sure.
right? Maybe we'll get the kids first. And then we always go, you know what, you're learning the show a little bit. We always go old school with your guests, right?
school.
We're showing a little South Florida Bulls action there, wearing the green and gold.
Oh, that's a great pick. Look
Look at that. And then we're in number 11.
Sticks.
That's for you, for your man cave.
Thank you.
And then you know what? Because the man is right there, I'm giving you another MVP CD to listen to on the way home to Title Town.
Better be
from
good.
Mike Thiel. All right, Ricardo.
Yes. This
Second
is our
audience
friend.
question.
Actually, this guy is right here. Come on, hold up your thing. This is JT. He's from Nashville, actually. Checking us out here. His question, go ahead for Marquez.
Marquez, what do you think, what's in store for the rest of the Packers season? What do you think it's going to end up, and especially against the Chicago game?
Oh, definitely with the Chicago game, it's gonna be like the first game. So that's all that matters as long as we win. But for the rest of the season, I think that we're gonna, get everybody on the same page and go out and win the Super Bowl. We got a really great team. Once we get everybody clicking on all cylinders, we're gonna do it.
There you
Like
go.
the confidence.
Confident answer. Brewers winning the World Series. Packers winning the Super Bowl. Spurs winning the NBA Finals.
No,
it's all
with your
good.
Spurs, man. No one cares
It's all
about the
good.
Spurs.
You're not wearing an NBA hat today. I was waiting for one of those.
Bring out my Warriors hat.
Yeah,
So-
I'm tired of the Warriors. Hey, a couple more things before we wrap up. But I don't know if folks saw this about Marquez too. But Christmas Day, 2017. So last Christmas, you, your father, some people, you're handing out duffel bags in St. Pete and Tampa area. Christmas morning, Christmas Day. This is how they're spending Christmas Day. Giving back to the homeless in their community. The duffel bags had blankets, clothing, toiletry items, other items. You weren't unwrapping gifts. You were giving back. How come that was so important to you to do that?
Just when it comes to like holidays like that, homeless people don't have a home. They don't have, family to be around. It's cold outside. So why not give them a gift that, that keeps on giving? So it's cool to give them food, give them money, but that only lasts, for a day. Money might last for a few days, but you give them some clothes, some water, some blankets. That way they can stay warm in the winter. And that's something that I've always, just wanted to give back to the community that raised me. So that's something that I'm going to continue to do every Christmas, even if I'm not able to, be there for it, whatever I can to get that rolling every year. Something I want to make annually.
Oh, how about that? That's great. Giving back. How about the best piece of advice you've gotten from the vets in the room, the wide receiver room? Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, Geronimo Allison. What have they taught you already?
Be available. That's the best ability, is availability. Be able to go in at any time, know your stuff, be healthy, but just be available.
Be available. Josh Jones, speaking of available, you're available coming up Sunday. You're going to be out there as well. You're going and playing an NFC North rival, Detroit Lions. You're going home.
Going back home.
He's going back home.
Going back home, man.
And you're going to whip up on the hometown team, aren't you? What are the keys to beating the Detroit Lions on Sunday? You know these guys.
Obviously, we're playing a better quarterback, so obviously we got to be dialed in. A lot more playmakers on their offensive side of the ball. Rookie running back is pretty good. Golden Tate, obviously, who breaks a lot of tackles year in and year out. We just got to go in, dialed in, execute the plan, and then just go from there.
You got a lot of family coming to the game?
We'll see. I really don't like, away games, we got to pay for the tickets. We don't get any complimentary tickets.
Hey, he's being honest. He's being honest.
A lot of people, asking for tickets. I don't know now.
Let's go up to Aaron Rodgers and say, Aaron, I need a few bucks. Can you?
That man.
You got a little extra these days.
You got long money.
Yeah.
You got
long money.
Well, I tell you what. How about these guys tonight? Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Josh Jones, going to Ford Field. It's going to be a loud environment. We're going to skip trivia question number 3, Ricardo. We're going right. We're up against it, but we're going to go right to the up north segment. We're picking our who's going to win the Sunday's game. Packers Lions at Ford Field. Ricardo.
You want me to give my pick?
Who are you going with? We don't have the hats, but we have the graphics. That
I have the only hat that matters, my friend.
Oh, put that. It's not even a hat.
I need the Lions to win to get the distance between the Packers and the Bears. Going with the Lions on this one, my friend.
Oh, what do you think, Mean Gene? What do you think? Yes. Well, I tell you what, if I had a hat up here, I would put it on. You know it's going to be the green and gold. Green Bay is going to win 26-20. It's going to be another close game. Rivalry games always are. I think your trio of running backs are going to have a big game. I think there's going to be a commitment this week, a true commitment to the running game. I think the passing game is going to get back into a rhythm. I think maybe Aaron Rodgers is starting to feel a little bit better with that knee, maybe a little bit more practice time. I think that's definitely playing a factor in maybe some of those missed throws. But I think the pass rush has to continue, Josh Jones, right? You got to bring the pressure on Matthew Stafford.
Sir.
He's going to make a mistake. He always does, Ricardo. He always makes a big mistake.
At least one.
At
one
least
or two.
one. And I think it's going to be a close game. Packers prevail, as they often do against the Lions. 26-20. What do you guys think? Be 3-1-1 going into the Monday Nighter against the San Francisco 49ers. So, hey, Ricardo, Packers News app. What's up with that?
With exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team, the Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. This app is available for iPhone and Android users only. Motorola Razr got to upgrade.
Hey, I want to thank our sponsors and friends, Shopko, the official hometown store of the Green Bay Packers, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Again, Thursdays at Potawatomi. Win a Caribbean cruise during the Island Time giveaway this October and November. More at paysbig.com. Concrete Cutters, serving our communities for over 38 years. Escort Limousine Service, the preferred limousine service of the Green Bay Packers. And Silly Toast Designs, Ricardo, our apparel sponsor. We got new shirts. How about that? We're looking good. Doesn't take a whole lot to make me look good, but I look a little bit better. Silly Toast Designs, original designs, custom screen printing, and, of course, the fine folks here at the Paper Valley Hotel. Now, Josh Jones, you know what's coming up. Yep. It's when I give you the final word of the night.
Let's see, man. You know, I gotta, you know, I'm going through I wouldn't say a tough time in my life, you know, but I'm not where I want to be as far as like, I mean, obviously we're probably all not where we want to be, you know, but you know, I lean on a lot of prayer, I would tell you guys, if you guys are anybody who's going through something, you know, God has a plan for your life. That's for sure. No matter what you're going through, whether it's good or bad, just keep the faith and just thank the man that you're still alive. You know, I'm blessed every day that I get to, you know, see my son, you know, open my eyes, and even when I don't deserve it, you know, I get to just to go home and be a dad. You know, that's one of the most important things I feel like that I was blessed with, you know, to be able to provide for somebody else. So like I always say, you guys, just stay blessed. I appreciate you guys for coming out, and have a safe trip home.
Yeah, there you go. And prayers out to you, Josh Jones. Hey, keep those claps coming for Marquez, the Pink Panther, Ricardo, Margaret, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew. I'm Brett Christopherson saying so long. Be back here next Monday, right, at 6:30 as we celebrate a big Packers victory over the Detroit Lions with this guy, Green Bay Packers safety, Josh Jones. Mean Gene, take it away.
Concrete Cutters is the area's leader in egress window installation. Egress windows are a critical safety requirement in any finished lower level, and no one offers Concrete Cutters' combination of experience and technology. Concrete Cutters is a distributor of Rockwell egress window wells, bringing natural light into your basement and creating a safe, easy exit in an emergency. Rockwell products are built to last and come with a 10-year limited warranty. Learn more about egress window installation at concretecutters.net. Give us a call or stop in and see us at 1020 Prospect Lane in Kaukauna.